Hi everybody, this is a Work and Roller channel again after the pretty long time of silence. But now I have some news with my project. I prepared everything and I have the white background and the pretty blue shining around the image. So let's watch the whole process from the very beginning and let's see how this beautiful guitar became something like this. Let's go. Unfortunately, I didn't finish this project yet, but I decided to make this part because we have a lot of complicated things here. I got a lot of material for the one part, and I'm simply a little bit tired of making stencils in this part of the project. So let's see. At first we have the typical disassembling of the guitar. All my guitar friends in my local chats said that it's a little bit scary to tear apart this type of the guitar.
Numbers are identical. This is RG1527 and it was made in 2006.
It's one thing when you're making and rebuilding and customizing the Harley Bentons or maybe Squires, and a little bit different leak is there something like this Prestige. But I think that it's a cool challenge for me and I will try to do my best here. When I soldered everything and I disassembled the pickups and the electronic cavity, I had the input jack. Everybody had the input jack, of course, in their guitars, but here we got its own cavity and this input jack is fixed with the nut. So I didn't have this type of wrenches, so I must wait a couple of days, just drive to the local DIY store and buy another set of the wrenches. All in all, this guitar is made on the high standard of quality. That's why the Ibanez is still pushing the market for today. I found some places with dirt and I need to clean everything very good because the guitar will be covered by the varnish from the both sides and you need to clean your guitar as much as it possible. And also I found that the humbuckers in pretty bad condition, so I took the tissues, I took the alcohol cleaner and I took the WD-40 just to try to clean as much as it possible. And from this part we are beginning with masking everything by tape, because all the cavities should not be touched by anything, by the alcohol cleaner, by the markers, by the varnish. You should save your cavities, you should save your neck cavity, and after that you can sand the factory lacquer of the guitar, but I don't sand it off completely, I just prepare the layer for the background and for the future painting. You need to pay attention because sometimes I just hurt the edges of the guitar and send completely everything to the dry wood. But you don't need to do this, just pay attention and learn my mistakes. And of course you need to do it in the wet conditions. You don't want to inhale all the dust from the lacquer. Of course, after every sanding stage, you need to clean everything up just to see some places where you need to adjust something, and you need to clean everything very good, so you need a lot of tissue and a lot of alcohol cleaner to see the result and to see the places where you didn't do so well and you need to sand some more. And as I said, I just missed some places and I scratched the paint and the lacquer to the wood, scratch some edges. And there was some bite marks from the previous user on this guitar. There were a lot of these marks and I need to cover and mask it just for the new layer. Maybe later I add some color to it, but now I decided just to take the black marker and just to fill everything with black paint. And I can tell you that even with the black paint it looks much better than without it. So I'm happy with the result, but maybe later I will make the perfect color to match with the body. As I said in the previous videos, I will do the application of the transparent film to the guitar, then I will cut out the stencil and make some magic tricks here. And everything went not according to my plan from the very beginning, because I thought that applying this film is very easy and fast process, but I have a lot of bubbles, a lot of folds. But fortunately we don't need the perfect surface here, we just need to apply this and cut everything precisely. I use my trusty old mini projector to transfer everything just by the marker to this transparent foil here. And of course I bought the special scalpel to cut everything precisely, because you don't have the ability to cut such small things with standard knives or something like razors. You need the scalpel, because the problem of the precise cutting is unsolvable without this sharp and small thing. This is pretty interesting process. You cut the foil has its thickness and everything goes okay, but sometimes you just push too much maybe to the scalpel and it leaves some marks on the surface of the guitar. But this is not the critical problem, because after that I will paint on this scratch and marks, and these marks will be filled with the varnish on the final layer, so it's not the problem. But when you leave the marks on your guitar, it leaves the marks somewhere on your heart too. And here in this process you need to have a lot of patience. I mean a lot. I'm the patient person, but this process sometimes just freaks me out, because this is very little parts, very little spaces and places, and you need to move your scalpel very slowly but precisely. You have a lot of lines, you have a lot of contours. Also you need to make some map in your head what you need to cut out and what you need to leave. And the most enjoyment time you get when you're taking off the cutted parts of the foil. It's like in the Instagrams of the famous guitar builders when they take off some masking tapes after they painting some great guitars, and they just filming when they take off some tape parts. So I have pretty detailed stencil just for the shining part, just for the contours of the image. Even for this small area of the shining part, I need the white layer of the standard coating. And here was my another mistake, because for the painting of the shining I took the alcohol markers. I have not enough experience, and it behaves differently on the painted surface than on the paper. It looked like the painting in the high school, not like the painting on the cool guitar, on the cool project. So I just was a little bit upset, and it was a disappointment for me, but I decided to move forward. And to spice everything up, I decided to make the hologram effect on this shining and to add some sparkles. You can see that this is a night here, and I hurried up just to finish this layer between the image and the background. The whole process was pretty delayed, and I was pretty tired. And the next day I had another bad surprise here. I need to cover all the painted parts. And I decided that I cover it with my transparent foil. But when I cut it, I understand that it doesn't stick to the surface. Okay, I decided to tape it by the blue tape. But here is another problem. I don't see the contours of the painted parts, and it's fail. I found that only regular office scotch tape works perfectly here, but it's so thin that you can't cut it very fast and very precise like the previous foil. You need to cut maybe 5 times. I don't suggest to cut the scotch tape by the scalpel to anybody, because this is complete disaster. But here we have another happy part with peeling off the main foil to applying the background under my image. And here I got the most pleasure of the process of the making stencils in this project. This was so cool when you understand that everything goes right, everything has its purpose, and that everything works finally. Because in other parts you just see the white surface, you just making something, you just cut something, and you are just hoping that everything will be okay. And here you finally watch and see that everything is going okay. And this is super emotional, and I got a lot of positive vibrations here. And here's the time to make the white background for the image. I've made a couple of layers with the spray can, with the drying time between the layers about 20 or 30 minutes, and this is enough. And now the final stage of the peeling off, and you just peel off this scotch tape. I still just don't understand how the scotch tape takes all this paint, and it survives, it holds, it sticks very good. The cheap office scotch tape just saved my project and helped me a lot. Because I saved a couple of spaces between the cavities and between the main surface of the guitar. And I will fill them after that just by the markers, and you won't see any difference. I had a lot of challenges here, I have a lot of tough moments, and I almost gave up. on this project. And now this is only preparing part. The main part is about to happen. I will paint the image. But this will be in the next videos, and please subscribe to my channel, please hit the like button, please leave some comment if you are making the projects with your guitars or you just want to watch more projects on this channel. I hope that you liked it, because I put so much effort in it. I want to post some new creative videos, not about only guitars, but about some paintings, about the posters. You can see the posters right behind me. See you soon in the next videos. Bye!